All right, so here in beautiful Uncasville, Connecticut is where I sit right now. Let us say hello to one of our favorites on the show, just making the funniest faces on earth. He'll be back at it June 12th, UFC 263 in Glendale, Arizona, and he will challenge Deiveson Figueiredo for the UFC flyweight title in a rematch from their absolute barn burner in December that was scored a draw. So excited for this fight and so excited to have Brandon Moreno back on the show. How are you, my friend?
Hey, what the heck with my heck? Hey. Man, nice to talk with you again, bro.
Absolutely. Casey, make sure you clip that what the heck out of there. We'll use that down before. But it's good to see you, man. It's been a minute since we last spoke. It's been far too long, if you ask me. But listen, we have a date, we have a location, and you got your rematch with Deiveson Figueiredo. Life's pretty good, Brandon. I'm sure the excitement levels are through the roof right now.
To be honest with you, I'm so tired right now because I finished my training. I'm so freaking tired. But yes, actually, yes, I'm so excited, Glendale, Arizona, June 12th against this ugly guy, Deiveson. I'm ready. I'm ready to shock the world again.
I mean, you mentioned Glendale. You get to do it in front of fans this time. Like the first fight would have been amazing if there were fans there, but you get them back for the rematch. How did you react to finding out that you'd be fighting in front of a crowd this time?
Man, it's a ingredient extra to this fight. And actually, I fought in not in Glendale, but I fought in Phoenix, Arizona. Actually, I fought like 3 times in Phoenix and 2 times in Tucson, Arizona. So I have support there. I was a champion in WFF, a local promotion there. So I know the people there, and I'm so excited to go again there and share my time and the octagon with this guy from all these guys from Arizona.
So this is going to be like, in a weird way, like a hometown fight for you.
Maybe, obviously it was a long time ago. I think my last fight was in Tucson in 2016 before to go to the Ultimate Fighter. I fought there and defend my title in WFF. So, yeah, I'm excited to go there again.
On top of that, you get to share the card with Israel Adesanya, and I feel like there's a lot of common ground between the two of you guys. I feel like putting you two guys in a room would be a lot of fun, and he defends his title against Marvin Vettori. We also found out earlier this week, Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz will also take place on this card. So this is a big event, Brandon. Are you all in? Are you happy to be on this card, or is there a part of you that wishes that you and Deiveson were fighting in the main event?
You need to forget UFC 261. Forget that. UFC 253. The best event in this year, I promise. No, man, obviously, yes, Israel Adesanya against Marvin Vettori. I'm excited for that fight. I'm a huge fan of both guys. Obviously, I love the work of Israel Adesanya. And then the fight between Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz, man, this card is better every day.
So you're saying it right now, UFC 263 will be better than UFC 261?
Easily.
If that's the case, we are in for quite the treat on June 12th. And I know after the first fight, we spoke a couple of days afterwards, and you wanted to take the family on vacation. You wanted to rest up a bit and spend some quality time with them before getting back into a training camp. Were you able to do that?
Man, to be honest, obviously I spent some time with my family. Not really vacation, because I feel like I have like unfinished business with this guy for the title. And, I feel like I need to finish this job first, and then I start to feel free to do something more. Obviously, yes, I spent time with my family. We went to some places, but yeah, I promised to my family after this fight we need to go to some place. I don't know, like far. I wanna go to the flight, to the airplane, and fly like 10 hours. I don't know.
How's the shoulder right now? Like, I know you dealt with that late in the first fight. You were basically fighting with one arm in that 5th round. So how did it heal up? How long did it take for you to get back to using it the way you wanted to?
No, right now it's 100%. Right now my shoulder is amazing. After the fight, like in that week after the fight, we went to the doctor and she put some like stem cells. I don't know what is in Spanish, but I think for you it's very normal, like stem cells. I don't know what is that, to be honest. But yeah, that helped me too much. Was very painful, to be honest, but that helped me.
You've known about this fight for a little while. I think it was late February when the fight was confirmed and everyone started talking about it. And I know when we last spoke, you were hoping to get the rematch in March or April. Now it's happening June 12th. And you talked about the unfinished business. Are you happy with the timing of this fight? I mean, this is a mega card. You said it's going to be better than 261. But like for you, do you wish it was happening sooner?
Actually, I wanted the fight in the UFC 261, and actually UFC offered the fight to the Figueiredo and his team in that day, but he say no. He want to fight until June. Obviously, I understand he fought too much in 2020. Maybe he needed some rest, or maybe he need to make a better plan for me now. So yeah, man, it's fine. It is what it is. Obviously, at the same time, I had more time to prepare for this fight. I have a better game plan, a better training camp. Um, just that matters right now.
Yeah, it's better than what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks for the last one. This is way better, right?
Exactly. More rest, I think so.
Because I remember we spoke like when the fight was booked, you were like, I like this. I like just getting right back after it. I don't have to like really cut a whole lot of weight. I could just pretty much just do a couple of things and I'm right on target again.
That was nice because I don't have any injury for the fight against Roybal. My weight was very light, and I went to the fight obviously light. The cut weight was easy. Obviously, everything comes with the training camp, the game plan against Figueiredo, but all that stuff with no injuries, with my weight cut, all that was nice, was good.
When did training camp actually start for you? Because like we said, we knew about this fight for a while, but when did you actually like start training camp?
Man, I'm start to training in December. I take a little rest, like 1.5 weeks, because I had like a lot of pain on all my body, my shoulder, obviously. But after that, I'm start training. Obviously no like full training, but I'm start to make a game plan even in December. But my official training camp starts March.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why this popped in my head, but I wanted to ask you. I saw a photo on your Instagram a few months ago. I don't know why this just recently popped into my brain, but it was you in front of this mural of you. And there's like massive image of your face and Baby Assassins written next to it. Like, how cool is that to see and take pictures in front of?
Man, I think I'm a little bit famous here in my city. You need to wait just a little bit more, and I can be a mayor here in Tijuana. You never know. No, I don't like the government. But man, it's awesome. It's amazing. All the when the people recognize you and try to make those kinds of gifts. I think so, man. When I saw the mural the first time, was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I'm very grateful with my city, and that's why I love this place. Because it's amazing, and the people is amazing here.
So that mural is in Tijuana, Mayor Moreno?
Yeah, it's very close to the house of my parents, where I grew up.
After that first fight, it was universally praised. Everyone was talking about how good it was. In many people's eyes, it was the second, maybe the third best fight of 2020 behind Zhang Weili and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. How many times since the fight have you gone back and watched it?
So in that moment, I had a problem because I was living in Vegas. I got an Airbnb in Vegas. In that moment, my Fight Pass UFC Fight Pass account was just for Mexico. So I can watch the fight in the United States. So I went to my house here in Mexico and start to watch the fight. And man, I was very excited watching the fight. Obviously, yes. For me, the fight of the year was obviously Joanna against Sean Wei Lee. But man, was very excited watching me fighting against this guy, a tough guy, obviously. Was impressive. I'm very durable. I think so.
So you enjoyed your handiwork?
Yep, definitely.
So how many times have you watched? Did you watch it once, or have you watched it multiple times?
Like too much. At first, just to watch, But right now, I'm watching the fight to try to learn something more, to watch some pattern. Pattern is the word. I think so.
Yeah.
With Figueiredos, So I'm working on that.
So have you taken a lot away from it through the multiple watches?
Definitely, yes. Actually, Fight Pass has the options to put the fight slow
motion.
And you can watch a little bit more some details of between the fight. So yeah, I mean, I'm an analyst too. I'm part of the broadcast for UFC in Spanish, so I know my job. I know my job, and I'm enjoying watching fights. So obviously more my fights.
Yeah, we saw you. You were interviewing Jorge Masvidal before UFC 261, right?
Man, I'm going for your job.
Don't take my job, Brandon. Have the UFC bring you on. Don't take my job.
Just kidding. It's funny.
I know after the fight when we spoke, we talked about Figueiredo because he spoke about being hospitalized before the fight, that he was very sick, and you didn't really buy that too much. You thought he was making excuses. And so I'm curious, like 5 months later, after watching the fight and the time has healed the wound, so to speak, do you still feel that way, that he was making excuses?
Man, yes, definitely. I went to the hospital before a fight too, It's not good, but it's normal. If you ask to some other fighters, they can tell you the same. Some guys win, some guys lost, but it is what it is. I went to the hospital too in other fights before the fight. So, man, the guy looks impressive. The guys look like hard, powerful. I understand everything around Figueiredo is like, oh, this guy is powerful. This guy is amazing. This guy is a god. But some little skinny kid from Mexico comes and show you you're not a god. It's hard to swallow,
Do you feel like you took a little bit away from him, sort of that mystique, so to speak?
Yes, definitely. I mean, right now my confidence is here. It's very, very high. I need to be smart. I understand, and he's powerful. He's real. He's a real opponent. He's a real fighter. That's why he's a champion. But my confidence is very high. I know I can make some really good damage in this next fight against him. I can be more aggressive because all my game plan, game plan for in 2 weeks was like, hey, be careful, take the advantage in the counters, and take care of his power, and that's it. But right now, I feel his power. I know I can support the damage, and I can be more aggressive.
Because the sport evolves so much and things move so quickly, how different is the guy we're going to see on June 12th compared to the guy who fought Figueiredo the first time in December?
Obviously, everything is just words, but you need to see the next Brandon Moreno. This next Brandon. Actually, I'm trying to stay focused very in my conditioning. I want to be stronger than ever. I want to be with better cardio than ever. So you need to watch the next fight. Obviously, I'm working in my body. I'm working in my conditioning too much.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people the reason a lot of people didn't give your fight of the year was because of that 5th round, because both of you obviously were super tired. You were dealing with the shoulder and everything. So I assumed that you were going to put a lot of emphasis on your cardio for this fight camp.
Yes, sir. No, yes. I obviously, yeah, I started the 5th round, and the 4th round was a crazy round, but then we went to the 5th round, and everything is slow, more slow. Yes. So yeah, I understand. So I'm working on that. I'm working in my conditioning. I'm working in my power. I'm working and be aggressive. Be aggressive from 1st round to the 5th one.
Everyone's looking at this fight like this is the great sequel to like a great film. Like they want to see the sequel. They want to see if it lives up to the first fight. My prediction is you're not looking for a great sequel. You're looking to do things a little bit differently. So how do you get this thing done on June 12th in the rematch?
In this kind of situations, the people maybe is waiting for a trilogy, maybe, but I need to finish this rivalry with this guy. I need to finish this guy. I want to be a champion. I'm working so hard for I mean, I'm young. I have 27 years old, but I have 10 years like a professional. I have 15 years in this sport, working so hard. Man, I'm just dream all night. Sorry, in the bell around my waist. Man, I'm just need to finish this guy.
Does the vision look more clear now than it did in December?
Man, of course. Man, every single training, every single sparring sessions, I can see how I can beat this guy.
So if you go out there and you finish this guy and all goes according to plan, do you think there will be a trilogy fight, or do you think that this ends the rivalry altogether?
Depends the way. Depends how I can finish this guy. Obviously, if the fight is so hard and we go to the 4th, 5th round, and but I get the knockout. Obviously, maybe the people want to see the 3rd fight. But if I can finish this guy in the 1st one, in the 2nd one, we can finish the rivalry right there.
Yeah, because in a weird way, you could spend the next 3 fights with him. It's a weird situation because you fought to the draw the first time. So it's almost like we know the fight happened because it was awesome, but in a weird way in the record books, it's like it didn't happen.
We can fight 5 more times if you want.
Best of 7?
7, 8, even 10. I don't know. You never know.
You guys just fight each other every time. It's only going to get better and better. You know what I mean? Then you have to, and if you finish him the 2nd round, you want to go back and you want to try to finish him in the 1st round.
Why not?
Man, I'm so fired up right now. Like, I cannot wait for this fight, man. What a fight this is going to be. The first one was amazing. And I am, from a technical standpoint, I am so fascinated to see this rematch, especially in a full arena of screaming fans on June 12th, Brandon. I can't wait. I had goosebumps. See that? Goosebumps. That's what you gave me right there, Brandon.
Oh, man, I need to wait, obviously, in the 1st round about his game plan. I don't know what he saw in the fight he can fix. That's why I tell you I need to be smart in that fight. But I know my personal goal in that fight. So, man, I'm excited. I'm ready. Actually, I mean, I'm so tired right now, but I know I'm ready to make a better fight even right now. We need to wait a little bit more, one more month. But I'm working very hard, even right now.
Oh, let me ask you, since you're trying to take my job, Brandon, who do you like in the Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira fight?
Oh, man, hard question. I'm impressed for this Charles Oliveira. This guy with better hands, with amazing submissions, and Michael Chandler, an explosive fighter. This is not for UFC, so amazing former Bellator champion. I want to see if Charles Oliveira can do something about the explosion of Michael Chandler and his wrestling, you know. But it's a fight I want to see, definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the rematch. Brandon Moreno challenging Deiveson Figueiredo for the second time for the flyweight title. Brandon, thank you for the time. And I don't know how you are tired right now because you have so much energy. Maybe that will bode well later in this fight if it gets to the 4th and 5th rounds. But thank you for the time as always, my man. All the best to you for the rest of fight camp and in the fight itself on June 12th.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time too.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.